Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time visiting my channel, hello, welcome, subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. If you are one of my subscribers and you're coming back to watch more of my videos, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Today I wanted to talk about sibling rivalry. And from the way I'm saying it, you know I'm experiencing this. Not me and my sibling, but I've got two sons. And my sons love nothing more than to spend the whole day fighting with each other. So it can be very, very draining. And, you know, there are many reasons why siblings fight with each other. It's, you know, the order in which they were born. It's to do with how we parents, treat one child over another or how they perceive that as happening. It's to do with other influences in their lives. You know, how are they friends with their siblings? How are cousins? What have they seen? What have they been exposed to? It's also to do with the stress that the children are experiencing in their own lives. So if the children live a very stressful life where there's no stability, then they will have rivalry because they're so stressed out, their fuse is so short, they don't have the ability to manage with that. It's also to do with parental stress. So if parents are stressed and you are not mentally or emotionally available to your children, then it will cause them to be stressed out. It's also to do with other illnesses and disorders. So things like autism can have an impact because that's, you know, there's social engagement elements to autism. And it can just be to do with, apparently, if both your children or one of them is intellectually gifted, then you could get sibling rivalry. I'm not sure if that's to do with then one parent sort of saying, oh yeah, your brother is better than you or whatever's going on. But apparently that is something that can happen for children. But needless to say, if you have experienced it as a parent, it is very stressful and it is very frustrating because you do end up spending a lot of time, especially during your day, just trying to stop the fighting, just to get a little bit of peace and quiet so you can get on with the things that you're doing in your day. And I just wanted to talk about this today, just as a way of venting, but also as a way of, you know, trying to read up a bit more about it and find solutions for myself and my boys. So some of the solutions that have been suggested are obviously not having favourites. So don't have a favourite child over another, okay? Don't tell, you know, one child that, oh yeah, he's much better at his grades or whatever. Don't create any sense of competition. Have clear guidelines around behaviour and what the children are supposed to be doing. And don't get involved in the fights. When I read that one, I just thought, okay, that is easier said than done, because the first instinctive thing that you want to do as a parent when your children start fighting is you want to get involved in it. You want to stop the fighting. But apparently, unless they're at a point where they're causing each other physical harm, it's best to let them get on with it, because it teaches them other skills that they need in life. Because, you know, it's not pleasant when you're hearing it and it's all day and it's blah, blah, blah. But they then have to negotiate and manage that themselves so that they can get to a point of resolving whatever the conflict is. So they're not going to fight all day, because there are things that they actually enjoy doing together during the day. So it's not, but at the points when they do it, it feels like it's forever, but really it's not. And also just making time for family activities, so playing games, so games with rules where it's turn taking and, you know, asking each other questions, because then it's reinforcing the behaviors that you want to see in your children. I mean, we do a lot of that. Also making sure that the kids are not hungry, that they're exercised, that they're not tired or they're not ill, because all of those things can cause them to become a little bit more cranky than they normally are, and that's more likely to get into conflicts with their siblings. And well, one of the good things I read, which reassured me, was that children do grow out of this and end up forming very close, long-lasting relationships. And I hope that is the case for my boys. But obviously you do have people that are now adults and they still fight with their siblings. I don't remember fighting with my siblings, which I think is really weird. I mean, I do remember, like, I didn't particularly like my brother who's after me when we were younger. But now it's like, you know, I don't really remember that, and it wasn't really every day. So whether it's to do with how children are raised now, where we're so close together and we just spend so much time together, so it's inevitable that you're going to fight. So maybe just having a bit of space, a bit of time to breathe, a bit of time away from each other, which nowadays families don't really have that. You're together all the time, so you don't really have breathing space. Maybe it's to do with that. But I just wanted to talk about this today and share some of the things that I've learned around how to cope, how to deal with sibling rivalry, because it's just something that my boys are going through, and it is something that I'll continue working on. We'll get there, and hopefully one day I'll be able to turn around and tell you the story about how my kids get on, and they're so amazing together. They are amazing together, just to prefix that. They do look after each other and do amazing things with each other. But I guess, like with any parent, you don't want your kids to fight at all, even if they learn something from it. So I just wanted to read up a bit more on it today and share with you guys what I have discovered and some of the skills that I'm going to be implementing. I hope you found this useful. If you've got any strategies of how you think I should be dealing with this, then please share them in the comments. Otherwise, thank you so much. Please subscribe so you don't miss any other new videos, and see you next time. Bye.